Hi, K viewers! K Shadow here, and I think I need to explain a little bit more about my personal life, quote unquote. Just a few little tidbits and fun facts about good old K Shadow here. I am the youngest of three. I have two older brothers, one named D Wedge, and my eldest brother who is currently married. I kind of have a sister-in-law, but same thing. And I have my amazing mom. Like, I made a whole video of all the stuff that I absolutely adore about my mother, and I uploaded it for her birthday. So why wouldn't I think my mom is absolutely amazing? But let me explain a few things about the other side of my family, like, aka my dad. My dad. I love him. He is quite possibly one of my favorite people in the entire world. Like right on like right near the very very top. And like my dad, he's a very goofy person who loves to hunt and loves deer and really likes dogs. And he also, whenever we play video games, he would always just like kind of backseat game with me and my brothers whenever we were little, and whenever he got a controller, his hitchhiker's thumbs would make it impossible for him to play. But and how about I say a few stories of how great of a dad my dad is. Well, for one, he is kind of partially the reason why I like doing impressions and stuff, so because the fact that he would always do the stupidest impressions just to make me laugh. And like especially during my Disney princess phase, which hasn't gone away, but one day I was really upset, mostly because of the fact that I just recently started wearing glasses, and like what happened was I was starting to get picked on and all that fun jazz. And my dad decides to take it upon himself to cheer me up by starting to sing Under the Sea with full Jamaican accent. Just that just shows how much of a goofball my father is. And another good memory is when I was adamant on riding a flume ride when I was a little bit too young to, and got scared after getting off of the ride, and my dad decides to cheer me up by putting me on his shoulders, and I fell asleep. And uh, what other great stories can I tell? Like, he was part of the reason why I got out of an abusive relationship. I was a part of a really mentally abusive relationship for 5 years, and I kept on telling myself and my family that I was okay, and it was not abusive or anything like that, because I didn't really think that abuse could be psychological or anything like that. It had to be physical. And I even convinced my parents to let him live with us. And they were definitely against it, but they didn't say no to it because they loved me that much. And it kind of came to a boiling point when he started laughing at me and calling me names, and my my mom walked in on this, and I was starting to get very emotional for some reason, and she walked away, And then all of a sudden I just hear my dad shout my ex-boyfriend's name, and I knew something bad was going to happen, and they kicked him out that day. And that day was when I realized how important family is. That my family is quite possibly the best thing that's ever happened to me. And you want to know the worst part? My dad, he sorry, I'm getting emotional. He he actually was more upset with himself because of the fact that he thought he broke my heart when he kicked my ex-boyfriend out. Like, my mom came in and he came to see me after he was fully kicked out and told me to go see my father. And I just see him on the couch, sitting with his holding his face, and he's just so upset that he made me in so much pain. And I, that really made me realize how relationships are supposed to work and how supportive my family is. And you're probably wondering, why am I telling you this? Well, this video is kind of in memory of him because he was suddenly taken away from us November 26th of 2012. Like, let me see if I can do this right. But basically what happened was he went out hunting with my uncle, his brother, and like normal. And apparently what happened was when they were out hunting, a bear walked by and he shot the bear, and he always wanted a bear. And all the adrenaline from shooting his very first bear gave him a heart attack. He died right after taking a beautiful picture and asking my uncle for aspirin because he was in pain. Like, I realized that so many other people have it so much worse than me, but I know for a fact that I'm going to miss my dad every single day, every second, every minute, every hour of every single day. And I know for a fact that he's not gonna see me get married. He's not gonna see his grandkids. He only got to see my eldest brother get married. If you want more information about that, I'll be more than happy to tell you. But I'm not telling you this story about how great of a father my dad was just to vent or anything like that. I'm doing it because of the fact that I want to memorialize my father. I want people to realize how great of a person he was and still is, and I want someone to be like, I'm not the only one that's going through so much pain. And I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, give me a minute. Just, I think that's all I can really say about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. Bye.